Hey there, everybody. New studio, new intro. I'm just here to remind you guys before you listen to today's episode, make sure you follow the show and subscribe wherever you listen. If you watch the show on YouTube, make sure you subscribe there, you comment, you like, and you share. Also, follow my social media, all of it, both Instagrams, my Twitter, follow it all. Your life is to be consumed by my life. Tell everybody that you know about me. Start conversations with the fact that the Smoking Simian is your favorite podcast. Bombard everyone that you know and love with the Smoking Simian. Send them links day in and day out of my show, of the episodes, of my posts. Get thrown out of your house because the only thing that you care about is the Smoking Simian. Do it. Enjoy today's episode. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody, and happy 4th of July. Although I highly doubt that anybody is taking the time out of their 4th of July to listen to me, especially not in the morning. Good God, not in the morning. No one's going to start their holiday, their big holiday, with some asshole screaming at them on the radio. But what might happen is at the end of the day, you and your drunk cousins, you guys are all burnt from the sun and you're tired. You're going to pop your head up and you're going to say, hey, guys, this asshole that I listened to on my phone, we got to listen to him right now. He dropped an episode today. He's hilarious. I've been following him. And then you guys all listen to him, and maybe you laugh, maybe you're disgusted, maybe an aunt walks in, and you're like, she's appalled. But maybe I just got 3 fans or 2 fans or however many of you guys are in there. Maybe that happened. I think that'll be my whole demographic for who downloads this episode. Are just sunburnt, shot, ate too much barbecue and cheesecake with blueberries and strawberries that, somebody fucking made, of course, every year with white frosting, right? You've had too much of that, too much to drink, too much to smoke. You are beat. It's the end of the day, but you got one last hurrah in you. One last, and you all gather around the phone and you listen to me describe this exact moment that you're living through right now. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope everybody is staying safe and abstaining from traditional 4th of July festivities like eating barbecue and fucking around in the sun, maybe going to the beach, drinking all day, going swimming, and then of course lighting off fireworks. I hope you're not doing that today, and instead you're taking part in some of the new things that we can do now to celebrate our country's birthday, celebrate the great independent nation that we are. Now you can have an illegal abortion. 4th of July, wouldn't that be the best? Just a nice sock to the tummy. Bow! Nice illegal abortion right there. And you could do that for the 4th of July. You can buy a gun and kill a bunch of people in a place. Right? You could do that. What if you're a veteran and you're hearing those, you're hearing the bombs go off again? Because every year, what better way to honor the people that helped us get to where we are, and were the meat in the grinder of the military machine. What better way to repay them on the birthday of the place that they fought and lived for, and did all these things against their will, most of them, than to set off explosions. Just set them off in the sky. That's good. And it's so easy to get a rifle or a gun of any kind, very easy, that now these guys might be able to take action. This could be a very purge-like 4th of July. Now, as I sit here, this is before the 4th of July, and I love the 4th of July, guys. I really do. I do. I'm going to be taking part in the old festivities. Those other ones are bad. But also, while you're doing those other ones, you should be critiquing people about their words and how they say them. Well, actually, sorry. Maybe not how they say them or why they say them. You don't want to get into that. You wouldn't want to get into that. Just the word itself. and demonize a couple people this 4th of July. You know? Just villainize them and make people feel like nobody wants to be around them, because that's what you will have effectively done. Just spread rumors, and maybe if you can get it to their boss, really just fuck with somebody this year on the 4th of July. Take away their livelihood. Do it. It's the 4th of July. It is a good day, to struggle. It's a good day to witness the struggle. People historically don't on the 4th of July. It's the complete opposite. But you got to think, the guys who brought this place up, the guys who built it from nothing, right? Pulled themselves up by their bootstraps and built a big, huge consumerist society. It's great. I mean, that's what we do. That's where we are. And you don't need me telling you that. But you got to think about it. Those guys, were they having festivities on the 4th of July? Maybe. What were the earliest 4th of July festivities? I'd like to see this. I hope there's no, horribly racist things that these guys would have done. Lord knows they wouldn't do that. First 4th of July celebration. Sorry, guys. I'm the only one that does this in here. The first public readings of the Declaration, yada, yada, yada. Adjourning Congress and celebrating with bonfires, bells, and fireworks. So, it hasn't evolved much, right? That's pretty much what we do, too. Bonfires, bells, and fireworks. Beatings and bombings, drinking and arguments and fireworks. Injuries, drinking-induced injuries, gorging, and fireworks. Yeah. So, it's good to know that the tradition is still the same. The tradition is still the same, and happy birthday to you, America. I actually do like the 4th of July. I do. I'm of course, just being facetious here. This is nothing, right? I'm not suggesting anything and using the thin veil of comedy as a mask over it. No, that's not particularly what I'm doing. But I like the 4th of July. I always have. I really always enjoyed being a child. We'd go to my cousin's house. I think I spoke about that last time. We'd go to my cousin's house, and everybody would just get absolutely obliterated. I was too young at the time. I don't know if they even still do the 4th of July over there. I really don't care, if I'm being honest. Because what I'm going to go do what I'm doing today is a lot funner. I've called out of work and gone to Block Island. So, and I spoke about that last time, about how that's the only thing. And I'm sure on Thursday I'll have stories to tell you about that. Let's hope. Let's hope it is fun. And calling out of work and potentially losing my job was a good thing. But yeah, we go to my cousin's, and there'd be a monstrous spread of food, and one of my cousin Dino, he has his wife, him and his wife Elizabeth, they'd host it, and their son DJ. This was like the only time we saw a lot of these people, right? This is the family I come from. It's small, it's very small, but, we don't partake, if we're being honest, because my mom's their cousin. But there's 4 siblings altogether, so they always hang out, and and they're friends, and they mingle, but we're the cousin on the outside. Who gives a fuck, really? But other than that, which was always fun as a kid, because they had a trampoline. I chipped my cousin's tooth one time on the trampoline because we were fucking each other up. They had a pool. They had all kind of gadgets. One time I went on the back of my cousin's motorbike. What are they called? Yeah, motorbike, like I'm a fucking foreign guy. You know, the motorbikes, over here, they're so loud. They're so loud. Bop, 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 bop. No, back in Sweden, our motorbikes are silent. Zzz. It's like a vibrator. That's how quiet our motorbikes are. No, it was like a motocross. That's what it was, motocross bike. And I was in the back of that. It was a small one. We were kids, and I was hugging on to him. And I remember thinking, I don't want to hold on to this motherfucker. And I let go, and I just fell off and fucked my whole stomach up. Little kid. My mom, oh my God, whoa. My mom's a fucking phantom. Whoa. No. So that was something we did. And we didn't do that every year. And when we didn't do that, we would go to a place in my hometown called Naughty Park, Governor Naughty Park. We would hang out there, and it's a park, right? Like, it's a park you could walk through, but it also has a softball field. I don't think people were allowed in there, but you could walk through it, and there was a beach, and back in those days, they would get the fireworks would get shot off back in the woods, and they probably still do that now. But now, back in the woods is like a paved trail, and there's a big space and whatever. None of this matters. But I remember being a kid and standing on the tarmac of the tennis court there, because that was the best view, and just completely getting my ears blown out as a child. Just shoo, boom, just mean, boom, just fucking hammers getting dropped on, and there's just children staring at it. Just boom, pong, boom, with music playing in the background. And then the finale's always crazy. Goom, 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 goom. You know, it's nuts. It's nuts, that celebration, right? We love fucking fireworks. There's nothing better. And if we can get them to be the colors of our what's it called? Betsy Ross, or whatever the fuck. If we could get it to be that, then hey, sign me up. But it's funny that we reserve fireworks for that day, while there's other places that do fireworks, often, like Disney. Disney, they do fireworks every night. Every night is fucking fireworks. Boom, 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 every night. They spend like millions of dollars a night just on fireworks. And I mean, they're making billions a month, if I had to assume. So I'm sure they're fine. But the majority of us in America, we reserve the 4th of July for fireworks. I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's a subconscious thing that we just want to celebrate our existence with explosives. It's American, right? We can do this. We can actually have actual explosives, right? We can have real explosions if we want. If I lived in a place with just flat land, if I lived in like the middle of fucking Nevada, just in the desert, you know what the fuck I'd be? I'd be shooting things. There'd be bombs going off. It'd be crazy. The 4th of July would be it would be a war zone. People from all around the country would say, listen, I never saw combat. I wish I did. And they'd all form teams, and they'd get in this zone, and I would just say, have at it, motherfuckers, and they'd just blow each other the fuck up, and that would be the 4th of July. I'm telling you, in a dystopian world, I have the first business idea to build us back up. Build us back up through wars on the 4th of July, public ones. And then if they get traction, we'll do them for more events. Right? We'll do them for the Super Bowl. Or it'll be a sport. Right? It'll be a sport, just war. Loss of life. LOL it'll be called. That'll be the name of the league. LOL, loss of life. Do you want a chance to lose your life on this show? Well, we can make it happen. Oh, man. But yeah, I just remember the vivid memories of being in that tennis court, running around with other kids, and just explosions. Explosions. Aren't we so privileged that we can actually have fake explosions as form of a celebration? Like, do you think that countries that get bombed constantly, do you think that they ever think of fireworks? Realistically, like, let's think about it. Countries that get bombed often, right? They're usually Middle Eastern countries, right? Because the rest of the world has a hard on for them. Right now is Ukraine. Maybe prior to this, they were firework people, but I'm sure they want nothing to do with fireworks after this. You know, all these places that were bombed. I'm sure in New York City, if, a month after 9/11, fucking less than that, a week after 9/11, if someone put on fireworks, they'd be killed. They'd be murdered. Right? And that's just 2 buildings going down. That's just a couple, few thousand people that day. Think about these other countries that are getting carpet bombed right now. I'm sitting here on a Saturday afternoon doing this. They're getting carpet bombed right now as I'm doing this. And they're also getting carpet bombed while you're listening to this. Doesn't matter when. Doesn't matter if you're listening to it on July 4th, on July 5th. Doesn't matter if you're listening to it in January of 2023. Places are getting bombed. Those places have no use for fireworks. They don't want to know about fireworks. We're going to have a celebration with bombs. That's the last thing they want. We are so privileged here that we can celebrate. We only reserve fireworks for joyous occasions. As I was kind of talking about this and ruminating about it live on the mic as I do, we only reserve fireworks for specific occasions. I mean, the 4th of July is definitely one. That's the iconic one. But I said Super Bowl, right? They do that shit in the Super Bowl. Always fireworks. Concerts, fun concerts. There's always pyrotechnics and fireworks going off. It's only for joyous occasions. While other places, they want nothing. They don't even want you to clap loud. You clap too loud, you might get your head cut off in Saudi Arabia, you know? Well, actually, I don't know if they get bombed too much. Afghanistan. You know, these other nice places. But yeah, I don't know. Interesting dynamic. We're doing all right, guys. This is the 4th of July. For the 3 of you that tuned in today, being the 4th of July. And I hope that you all are having fun. I hope that you're all having fun. Now we're going to go ahead and get into some other stuff. Right? Now, I'm tired of people saying that they can't find love. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it. I'm convinced that there is somebody for everybody. There is. There's someone out there that is the pepper to your salt. Someone out there that is the fucking jelly to your peanut butter. There is. There's got to be. And here is a story from the New York Post. And it's really a modern love story. I mean, it's nothing less of Casablanca-esque romance. I mean, this is true love in the year 2022, where everyone's saying there's, no emotion and people's idea of love and caring is skewed because of how damaged everyone feels. This is a story of pursuit, of the happiness that comes from a true relationship. Now, here's the headline, and don't let it scare you, okay? Do not let it scare you, because this is beautiful. I'm a mom of 4 marrying a convicted murderer. He's my dream man. Now, just in that headline, you don't even need much. That is That's love. To love a guy that is convicted for second-degree murder, which we will find out later on. He actually didn't kill the guy, if you'll believe this. The killer got off. And this guy, he got the raw end of the deal. Bad place, wrong time for this gentleman. That's it. Just a case of the wrong place, wrong time. They were going to jack a car, and his buddy was waving an AK-47 around and fucking shot the guy. Come on. That's bad. That's not, They're just saying that he was part of it. They're just saying it. They didn't. Who even knows if he conspired? They don't know. There was probably no plan to even pull out that AK-47, and something provoked it. You never know. But that right there, a mother of four, a woman who has 4 kids, a young woman too, she is marrying a murderer. That has to be love. There's no in between. It's either not love or love. And this is love. To bring the 4 people that you created, that you raised, have been raising, maybe as a single mother. Can't see why. But nonetheless, doing what you have to do to bring them along this journey to find true happiness with a partner that really means something to you. That's love. That's love. He's my dream man, she said. Look at this. A British mom is to marry a man she's never met. That's even better. Who sends beautiful letters from U.S. jail where he is serving 20 to 40 years for his part in a murder. Laura O'Sullivan, 32. She's 32 with 4 kids, guys. She is a keeper. She's yet to meet Terrell Ravon Reese, who is 31. Close in age. Good. Already got something there. Whom she got in touch with last October, and I love this part. I read this and I said, wow, now this is a good idea. Via JPay, an app that helps prisoners find pen pals. That is genius. That's genius. We have so many prisoners whose information is just begging to be stolen. Their freedoms have already been stolen from them. Their will to live for many of them has been stolen from them. Now let's take their information. Let's do that. Now we have an app for it. We have an app where you can meet people. They know where you're located. You can tell them all about it. You meet them. And then when you get out, you can go murder them. Right? That's good. And the guy who came up with this JPay app is a true visionary. That's beautiful. That's ingenious. Let's keep reading. 2 months after they started talking and exchanging messages, the 31-year-old proposed to Laura, a single mom of 4, who said he was all she ever wanted. That's interesting because I'm sure him being in jail all alone for something that he really only had a part in he didn't kill the person. He had a part in it. It was a robbery gone wrong, right? That's like what Joey Diaz said when he's talking about when he robbed the drug dealer and stuck him in the trunk or whatever the fuck he did. That's what he said. It was a robbery gone wrong. We fucked up. And this is what happened. So this is what happened now. But I'm sure he's not in jail, surrounded by loads of men, no companions, especially no female companions. I'm sure that's not influencing his decision to marry this woman or to convince his love to her. And to say something like that's all, she's all he's ever wanted. Because I'm sure he wants some other things over her. I thought it was friggin' nuts, friggin' crazy. But I couldn't control my feelings and stop my heart. He's all I have ever wanted. Yeah, the guys that gave me these 4 babies would have been better if they went to jail after. That would have been much better. Those other guys, I fucked up. I'll admit it. It was my bad. My bad, guys. You know the O'Sullivans. We have a tough time when it comes to decision making. But this time, this guy, he's gonna. I know. What about like the parents, like her parents? I don't know how judgmental they are. I don't know how deep they are in this woman's life. I'm sure very deep if she's gone down this road. I'm sure they've done a great job parenting. But, they're probably like, God, 4 kids, and now the guy you want is in jail? He's doing 20 to 40 years, and you're going to marry him? You never met him? What are you going to do? I mean, what is that? But like I said, this is love, guys. This is love. Now let's hear about what Terrell did to lock himself up. Terrell, her now fiancé, ended up behind bars after being convicted of a second-degree murder in 2009 when he was 18. Nice, early bloomer. At the time, the teen had plotted to rob another teenager in Detroit with an accomplice after arranging a car sale. Now, Detroit historically isn't known for violence like this. This isn't common out in Detroit. They have all the car companies there. They're doing all right. But this changed the moment the other thug appeared holding an AK-47, saying, "Don't nobody move," and repeatedly shot and killed him. Unlike his friend, who was never convicted and escaped justice, Terrell was caught after fleeing the scene and jailed, aged 19, for homicide. Hearing the story, Laura was impressed by Terrell's honesty when he volunteered information about his crime. Wow. Now that is, talk about silver lining. She was impressed with his honesty. Yeah, I mean, my boy shot him, I ran off, and now I'm in jail for 20 to 40. What can I do? She said, "Oh my goodness. That's so impressive. Look how honest he is about his experience." Oh, man. What else? He wishes he'd made better choices. That's nice. Terrell was caught up in a lot of stuff, but he's taken a lot of classes in yeah, this is nice. He goes to church. He has learned sign language. He has taught himself a lot for someone thrown in prison as a teenager. Yes, sign language. That will help him on the outside. That will help him on the outside when he is, when he's volunteering at the school for the deaf. When he gets his degree to become a teacher at the Sacred Heart School for the unhearing or some shit. Right? He'll do good. I think he's shown true rehabilitation. I mean, just through this stuff, She enjoyed their phone sex, Laura said. She treasures his Valentine's card. I mean, and this guy is sweet. Look at this. My life, damn. No, I'm sorry. My wife, damn. You just got me so in love. I won't let go like a bird trying not to drop its fish. Now, that's a regular Robert Frost. I mean, that's love, guys. I told you, this is a modern 2022, 21st century, rocking in the free world, baby. This is love. People meeting on an app from countries away just to find out that one of them was convicted for taking part in a murder, and the other one has 4 kids but is single. And those 2 people get married and fall in love and have phone sex and write cute notes to each other. They're the ones who are winning, guys. That's love today. These 2 are transcending what is capable. And one of them is in a place with zero freedoms. Zero. They can't do anything, but they can get married. They can have phone sex. Isn't that crazy? I wonder if there's a loophole somewhere that this guy, if he gets married, he can get out. Wouldn't that be interesting? What if they get married and she's a... I should have done more research on this. She's obviously a citizen in England, and maybe they can get married and some shit can happen and he can get the fuck out and go live in England with her. Wouldn't that be interesting? Yeah, I'd like that. That would be nice. That would be a nice, like I said, Casablanca-style ending to a true couple of lovebirds. What else is going on? Texas. Texas wants to secede from the rest of us. Hold on. It disappeared. Wait 1 second, guys. Technical difficulties. Texas can't secede, but they want to. So they've done it already, right? They've already done it a couple times in history. That's why Texas is like, there's, 49 states, but there's fucking Texas alone. Look at us. Texas. Fucking, we have all the freedoms. We can do whatever we want. We got killing. We can do that. However, we could do that however we want because look at all the land we got. We can bring a guy out here, kill him, and let the buzzards eat him. This is Texas. We want to secede from America. We want to leave just like we did in Mexico and then like we did over here. But we lost that war, so we're back. Texas, where you can have one meal and have to go up 4 pant sizes in the waist. I love my home. We love it so much that we want ourselves to be a sovereign nation. Right? That's what it is. You may have seen headlines earlier this month about how the Republican Party of Texas, and it's usually a very understanding group, Republican Party of Texas, in its biennial convention, whatever that means, with thousands of delegates from across the state, oh God, here comes garbage, approved a new platform that declared homosexuality an abnormal lifestyle choice and said Joe Biden was not legitimately elected president. The Texas GOP platform is routinely viewed as a hodgepodge of far-right fantasies, and these planks do nothing to contradict that verdict. Wow. What is this fucking site? What am I listening to? They're bodying these people. But anyway, Texas wants to leave. How interesting. Do you think that could happen? I don't know. Would that make them happy? Would that make them okay? All right, Texas, you're your own state now. Have a good time. Do whatever you want. And then in the news, it's just, mothers shooting across their bellies with their kids in them because they can't get abortions and they can't get out of Texas because they've locked it all down. That's because all there is guns. They just got guns. Look at all the guns. Look at all the guns we got. Not just gays being enslaved, right? Just gay people being treated as second-class citizens. That'd be good for Texas to be on its own with no one to hold them accountable for anything. That's how states are already, right? But at least we're all part of this one thing that if they wanted to, they could say, hey, look at us. We are upset with you, so we're going to make a big rule that goes over the whole country. So, bang. But if Texas isn't subject to that kind of scrutiny, then they're just going to go mayhem. They're going to go nuts. The death penalty is just going to be the only mode of punishment. There's not going to be appellate court. There's not going to be court. There's not going to be anything. If one person says that guy was fucking my steer in the ass, they can just say, and two other people agree, they could just shoot him in the head. Shoot him right in the head. Leave him there. They'll create jobs for morticians, and there'll be a whole new job force. It'll be part of the Department of Public Works for the sovereign nation of Texas, and their job will be to pick up bodies and either bring them to morticians, or like most people in Texas, they're degenerates who have no families, and will just get burned at that point. They'll get burned, and the ashes will be sold to some company that has like a face wash. You ever hear the face wash, right? And there's like volcano ashes. Well, this is like a fucked up company that takes the ashes of the dead people that are executed publicly in Texas, that have no family or friends or anyone that cares about them. And those people, they get picked up just like garbage. Just like garbage, exactly like garbage. These guys use big shovels. They scoop them up off the ground. They don't got to touch it. They throw them in the back, and they incinerate them in the truck. This is wall-to-wall, fucking perfect. Incinerate them right into the truck, and then at the end of the day, the big ash catcher goes ahead. How about that, Pokemon? The big ash catcher just they sell that to a company that makes face wash that is marketed with volcanic ash, but it's not. But that's what'll happen if Texas. I mean, look at what they did before, right? They seceded. How well did that go, guys? You lost the Civil War. You lost a fight that was never meant to be won. You racist bastards. And I'm not talking about the guys now. I'm sure there's no racists in Texas. There's probably none. There's probably zero racists in Texas. But when I said that, I meant the racists of the 1961 Texans. 1961, all right. They were pretty bad then, too. But I meant 1861. You know, both of those were bad, but 1861 was significantly worse than 1961, who is significantly worse to the ones now. Just to clear that up. Because I got nothing wrong with Texas. I've never been to Texas. In fact, I'm trying to get into, or I submitted a tape. Man, I hate when the sun comes in here and fucks all this up. Because now I got bars across my face on the fucking from the blinds. But I tried. I'm waiting on an email back for the Texas. I think it's called Big Pine Comedy Festival. It takes place in Paris, Texas. I wanted to go be a part of that, and we'll see if I am, but I probably won't be. And that's good. That is good. Comedy, guys. Comedy's been going great. Been having a good time on stage again. Not giving a fuck about money has really, really opened my eyes to how great life can be. No, but doing things that... There's certain things that I've been doing recently, and I've been noticing significantly that when I do them, they make me feel good. And they actually give me energy for the rest of my day. And when I don't do them, I'm tired. I'm groggy. Things like going to the gym, right? I'm back in the gym. I'm already seeing results. Back in the gym. Did some meal prep this week. I'm trying to eat better. I did gorge a couple days in a row there on some junk food. You get stoned. It is what the fuck it is, guys. It happens. You got to enjoy yourself. But when I go do comedy, it's great. I love going to this. There's this show. It's not a show. It's really an open mic. And even that, it's tough to call. But it's a Think Floyd. He puts together a room in West Hartford, Connecticut, in a Best Western. Best Western. It's really, really. So first of all, I didn't mean West Hartford. I meant West Haven. Like I've said on here 1,000 times, Connecticut is a dump, guys. Connecticut is a fucking dump. It's a shithole. It fucking sucks. It's the worst place I've ever been. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I dislike it, guys. But it's it's sucky, and there's suckier places, right? Like New Haven is shitty, but West Haven is worse. West Haven, I haven't spent much time in it, but it's just big long roads that connect to the highway with dump Best Westerns and little hotels and gas stations with food connected to them. It's just big stores and Walmarts and Best Buys and Targets and fucking Michaels and Staples and fucking it's the whole thing. And Floyd puts together a show in the basement of a Best Western, and he really puts a lot of effort into it, man. And we all appreciate him for it, and we thank him. He's really a labor of love because he's not making no money on it because nobody goes to these things. He charges admission, but nobody goes, and it's fine, right? It's cool. It's all comics. It's nice to have a open mic on a Friday. It's nice to be able to just go down there and maybe people show up. They don't, but maybe. Right? That's cool. But nonetheless, it's a great time to go up and just have fun. Have fun, because we all know what the situation is. We all come there. It's all the same group. We all come there. We're all hoping that it could be a show. We know it's not going to be a show. And then we remember that we're in a Best Western basement, a bad Best Western, like a bad one. Like one that's hidden behind a gas station. You got to go down a big hill, long parking lot. Like a place that you wonder, they make money here? This is a place that makes money. You get in the elevator and it takes 20 minutes to go down one fucking... I'm on the first floor. I got to go to the basement. And it takes forever. It's slow. The doors, it's like... We're going to get fucking stuck on that thing one day. But I've met a lot of great people. I've seen some great comedy down there. I've had great nights doing comedy down there. I remember I went down there one time, and there were 4 people passing through from Delaware. They were going to Rhode Island. They were going to the Nordic Lodge. The Nordic Lodge. For those of you that don't know what the Nordic Lodge is, they are a buffet that's high-end. So it's got lobster. It's got raw bar. It's got a Haagen-Dazs fucking dessert. It's got a cutting station, a carving station, I should say, with prime rib and roast beef and roast ham and roast turkey and fucking anything you want. And you got 2 hours to eat. You go there, 2 hours to eat. It's expensive, but it's motherfucking worth it. I'm going there for my brother's birthday. I already told him, and that's what the fuck we're going to do. But listen, it is, they were down there and they stayed there the whole time. The whole show. There were so many of us. They stayed down there for 2 hours listening to a bunch of amateur comics say stupid fucking jokes. The only 4 people in the crowd eating, little hors d'oeuvres that dude provides, and it was great, guys. I went up there and I was able to come out of my shell. I feel like I've spoken about this story before, but I was up there and I'm like, this is stupid. I'm not going to go up there and be a tryhard and really go after my material. I'll do some shit, but I got to have a little fun. Made some observations, said some funny stuff. You guys are going to Rhode Island. You're from Delaware. You guys must like, fucking garbage, gray skylines and fucking, I don't know, whatever else. But it's a lot of fun. My comedy, guys, I'm having new ideas all the time. I don't know. I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sharp. I just want to do comedy. I just want to do comedy all the time. I don't care about money. I don't care about any of that shit. I just want to do comedy. I want to come on here and I want to be funny. No more fucking around with guests and all this shit. If I'm going to have a guest, it needs to be someone that we're going to have a good time. We're going to be funny. We're going to have a good conversation. That's good, right? We got to have that. But right now the guest model just isn't what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. And I know what I want to do. And this is kind of where the show's going. This is where the show's going. A lot of me just coming on here, fucking around for an hour, twice a week, saying fucked up shit about fucked up situations because it's funny. I want to be funny on here. It's a comedy show for a motherfucking reason, goddammit. We'll go back to guests. Who knows? I leave it in the hands of whatever the fuck happens. Whatever happens. But I prefer in person. I prefer in person with the occasional Zoom. I don't like Zoom with the occasional in person. You follow? I would much rather have in person because it's better. It's just better if I'm going to have a guest. So that's what the fuck's happening going forward. Now, the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about, guys. Now, you all know, if you've listened to me enough, I love people. I have a true love for people. I love it. I love speaking to them. I love hearing about their days. I love hearing about their operations that they've had and the agita. I love hearing about the misery that they go through with their son they can't get off the heroin. I like hearing about that. I like hearing about the daughter that's been writing letters to a convicted murderer in prison who has 4 kids. I love all that. I love it. People are awesome. You guys know I love people. You guys know I love my family. I'm a real family man, which is why I want to move away from where I come from. I am really a worldly person. But I found this article that came out. Not an article. This is more of a story. I don't know how old this is. It's not a story. It's an article. Who knows? I want to see when this came out because this is good. This is good. I really like this. Something that I think will help people. I think this will help people because there are some people who aren't like me. There's some people who relish being alone as often as possible. They don't want anybody to know them. They don't want any contact with anybody. As little as they can. Complete opposite of me. I want to be connected at all times. What's up with you? How you doing? How you been? You feeling better now? What's up? New car, new job? Nice, cool. What's happening? Let's have a drink. Let's do a shot. Let's have a meal. I cooked a steak. That's me. That's me. But some people, they're not like that. Some people want to be in their own solitude. Strange. Can't relate. But how to disappear completely and never be found. And it's 100% legal. And there's 9 steps, and I want to go through it. I want to go through them with you guys. Pick a day and plan ahead. You're going to have a lot of planning and preparation to do if you're going to get this right. It's easy to just disappear. You walk out your front door and you never come back. The hard part is making sure that you have a new life to go to with no connection to the old one. So pick a day. Make it at least 6 months away. Make it more if you're going to need to save money. Whatever you do, stick to that day. Call it D-Day, Disappearance Day, and don't tell another soul. I think we should encourage people to have a D-Day. Sorry, I got a bump on my neck. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I think D-Day sounds like this definition of D-Day is a lot better than the other one, because we always associate D-Day with a bad thing, right? It was a good thing for the greater good of the world, which was the last, World War II was the last war that actually happened. But what was my point here? Oh, D-Day. A lot of people died. A lot of people disappeared that day. But now, this could be a new beginning, a day for new beginnings. You should be able to take a day off of work for contemplation of your D-Day. The day you will walk out of your old life into your new one that has no tie to the old one. Very important. You got to pick a day. I've always said this, guys. Once you pick it, you set it down. There's no negotiating. This is it. This is your life now. This is your life now. You've done it. You've walked out of the old one into the new. Away from everyone. And I won't read all the way through these because you guys don't want to hear me fucking read. Number 2, end all contracts. I like that. Now, does that mean, yeah, so like gas, electricity, all that shit, you got to get rid of it. It's just weighing you down. Weighing you down. They got all your information, too. They got all your information. They know where you used to live, right? You got to leave. And it has to be with a new company. New company. You got to end all your contracts. No paper trail. Number 3, get a pay-G burner phone. So like a pay-as-you-go burner phone. This is nice. This is a blast from the past. I remember being a kid with a pay-as-you-go phone. You use it when you need it, right? And they're not trackable, right? That's what this is saying, I would think. Yeah. Pay-as-you-go. You get new SIMs, you throw it out. That's it. People don't know where the fuck you are, where you're calling from. Nobody can track you. Could you imagine a world where no one can track you? You can't. Your information isn't being bought and sold. That's nuts. But nobody wants that, right? Very few people want that because what comes with that, now there's no Facebook. Now there's no Twitter. There's no Instagram. I can't fuck around. I can't look at ass all day. I can't look at motivation videos but never get up and do anything all day. Come on. I want to buy things. I want to be able to go into Google and have it know what I'm thinking before I even type it in. Yes. Sell my information. This isn't good. I get the pay-G phone. That's tough. Number 4, travel light. Stuff stops you from traveling fast. Stuff can be used to identify you. You can always buy more stuff later. Now that's good advice. Get rid of shit. Get rid of shit. Just a backpack. All you need is a backpack. Don't even use a car. Don't even use a car. Don't use Uber. You can't use Uber. You got a pay-G phone. There's no Uber on that. They haven't invented it yet. Maybe they will one day. Uber will be compatible with pay-as-you-go phones. We'll get new SIM cards all the time. They'll find a way. Use taxis. Use taxis and pay cash. Live so incredibly inconvenient. A completely different way. This is disappearing, guys. If you want to disappear, there's some days you have a rough day at work and you're like, everything's going wrong. You got a parking ticket. Bills are coming up. And you're like, I wish I could disappear. Well, listen, this is it, guys. This is it. You got to tread. Okay, we've gotten to 4. We're about midway through, right? Pick a day and plan ahead. End all contracts. Get a pay-G burner phone. And travel light next time you think. Hey, I just want to disappear. Do that. Leave your family. Do it if you have a family. It's even better. Leave them wondering. Just disappear. Leave everything. Leave it all. Just a backpack. A book or 2, a journal. That's it. 3 outfits. 2 pairs of shoes. 1 of them are flip-flops. You're good to go. Go. Be free. Leave them. Who gives a fuck? Number 5, use cash, not credit cards. Look at that. No more credit cards. Who needs them? You're not spending money. Take all the cash out you got. All of it. However much it is. Take it with you. Physical. Bring it. If you don't have any cash, fuck it. Just walk. Who cares? You'll find some. You'll be okay. But most people, they have cash. If they're able to make this conscious decision to walk away from a life that they already live and do all this drastic shit, they probably have cash. Only people who have money do this. People who have to do this as a lifestyle, they're homeless. I mean, use cash, not credit cards. Travel light. Pay-G burner phone. End all contracts. Pick a day. Well, that one they didn't. A lot of them, they didn't get to pick a day. They just kind of came back or, now they have no money. That's it. So use cash, guys. No paper trail. Use cash the old-fashioned way. Go up to a teller at a bus station. Buy a ticket, a paper ticket. Give them paper for other paper. And then you get on and you ride as far as you fucking can, right? Greyhound bus. Step 6, quit social media. Now that is a big ask for a lot of people these days, huh? That's tough. Quit social media, what? I already said it. People, they don't wanna. But how are you gonna do it? How are you gonna use it? You're not gonna have any technology with you. I mean, I guess you could bring your laptop, right? You could bring your laptop, have a VPN. You need a VPN. I have a VPN. I bought a VPN. You need that motherfucker. It's important. You don't want people to know what the fuck you're looking at. Except for, the social media companies. You want them to know. Just like I said, you want them to know, but not other people, not your family. You don't want your family and your friends to know what you're doing. God, no. So, yeah, step 6, quit social media. Step 6 again. Wow, this guy fucked up. So there's really 10. There's really 10 things. So this is step 7. Change your name by law. Change it to something that you always wanted. Everybody, there's some people who hate their names. There's some people who like their names. But everybody, even the people who like their names, want to change their names or thought of ways that they could change their names, right? I thought this would be a cool name. This would be a good name. That's a good name. Listen to this name. Ha, ha, ha. I wish I was named this. Brock. Brock is a cool name. I'm going to be Brock, I don't know, Brock Steele. That'll be your name. Hi, I'm Brock Steele. I'm here to apply for the baking position. You get a new job, right? So change your name by law. That's probably a pain in the ass. But, hey, and then if you ever do go see your friends and family, you can tell them. And they'll say, hey, Antonio. I'll be like, no, Brock. I don't know who you're talking to. Get the fuck away from me. I hated that shit that you guys called me for my whole life. Brock Steele. That's my name. Here's the best part. Here's a really good part. Step 8. Cut all ties to friends and family. That's nice. That's nice. That's one that I think a lot of people will be able to do. I think most people nowadays would do that over the social media one. Right? More people would rather cut off their friends and family because of how much they all disagree all the time with each other, how little fun anyone wants to have, how tense it is around each other because this one doesn't agree with that one, and I wish I could just disappear. There you go. Step 8, cut all ties to friends and family. Number 9, start your new life. Now here's what they mean. You've sold up, built a nest egg, settled your affairs, and closed down every service contract and account with your name on it. You've told no one. Now that's the part that I hadn't said. Cut all ties to friends and family. You got to tell nobody. You got to tell nobody. Of course, this advice may seem a bit drastic. Will you be able to walk away from your friends and family? If the answer is no, disappearing isn't for you. You can't tell anyone. But now it's time to get a job. It's time to get a job and do your thing. Now you're in a new land. You're in a new world. Nobody knows anything about you. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You have no family. You have no friends. You have no ties to anything at all. Doesn't that kind of sound nice, though? Doesn't that kind of sound nice? I think that's nice. Maybe not forever and ever, but just to know that there's nobody out there for you. That's good. And now you get to start with a clean slate. Nobody judging you. There's no expectations of you. It's just a solo endeavor completely. And you start over. You meet new people. You have new friends, and they don't know anything about you. You have to lie about your past life completely. You literally have to start anew. Now, here's the last one. Step 10. We finally made it. To change your appearance. If you were skinny, get fat. If you were fat, get skinny. If you had muscles, lose them. If you had long hair, make it short, go bald. If you didn't have a beard, grow one. wear sunglasses all the time, stab yourself in the cheek to give yourself a distinguished scar, burn the skin off of your left arm, show people that, hey, this was part of my past. And you don't know if what I'm telling you is the truth, but you have to kind of accept it as the truth because this is kind of a drastic thing. Look how much skin is burnt off of my arm. You got to take me at my face value here. So this is great, guys. This is like a game. This is a game. You could do this for a few years and then just pop up out of the blue and your whole family's like, what the fuck? We thought you were dead. And you're like, no, I lived an entire life without you. I actually left my family, one that I had convinced a young woman that I wanted, and now I left. And now I'm here, back to tell you guys all of my travels. How we doing? I changed my name. Yeah, I know. I used to be fat. Now I'm 130 pounds. I run 5Ks every week. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Happy 4th of July. Happy 5th of July. I hope you had fun. I hope nobody blew them their limbs off, and Uncle Joe didn't get creepy with the kids again. So, thanks for playing along. Thanks for listening. Dates, July 15th, Stand Up New York. Show up there if you'd like. No one is going to, but I got to try. August 8th, we're going to try Broadway Comedy Club again. I think it's August 8th. Let me triple check. No, August 7th. August 6th, my bad. August 6th. It's a Saturday, 6 p.m. Do that. And then, again, the end of August, the 24th to the 28th, is the Portland, Maine Comedy Festival. Show up, show out, have a good time. Get crazy, get wild. That's it, motherfuckers. Talk to y'all on Thursday. Peace.
Hey, I'm back to reiterate all the stuff that I said at the top of the show. Follow and subscribe. Bye-bye.